Good day, everyone. I am Anne Chloe Bless, and our topic for today is about family spirituality. Spirituality. It is the wide concept of belief in something beyond oneself. It addresses concerns about meaning of life, how individuals interact with one another, spiritual truths, and other mysteries of human existence. So, as individuals engage in this profound process, they find the transforming effects of spirituality, which fosters personal growth, empathy, and a deeper respect for mysteries of existence. By embracing a range of spiritual expressions, society can nurture a more compassionate and peaceful collective path toward understanding the essence of existence. Ang spirituality ay isang malawak at personal na konsepto na kung saan nangangahulugang pagsusuri at pag-unawa sa mas malalim na aspeto ng buhay. Kabilang na dito yung kahulugan, layunin at koneksyon. Ito rin ay nagpapakita ng isang damdamin o paniniwala na mayroon isang bagay na mas malaki kaysa sa sarili o mas higit sa ating sarili. So next is family spirituality. Family spirituality includes everything a family does and who they are. The most important element of family spirituality is the love among family members. Family spirituality is an important feature that creates a pattern of interconnectedness, love, and shared beliefs among family members. It goes beyond religious practices to explore the essence of shared values, purpose, and an understanding of spirituality. Next is importance of spirituality in the family. Spirituality can play an important role in the family, promoting overall well-being and connection among its members. So, family may discover that giving spiritual aspects into their lives enhances their sense of purpose, connection, and well-being. The importance of spirituality in the family serves a common purpose, gives moral guidance, builds a strong support system, overcomes generation challenges, and integrates into the foundation of everyday life. Recognizing and developing family spirituality can considerably improve the family's overall well-being and peace, producing a sense of connection and purpose that goes beyond individual differences. So, the spirituality in the family is very important kasi mas nagkakaroon tayo ng deeper connection and mas napapahalagahan natin yung bawat miyembro sa ating pamilya kapag meron tayong spirituality. So, napaka-importante ng spirituality sa isang pamilya. Next is how to develop spirituality in your children. First is pray together. Allow your children to hear you talk about God and also attend church together. Second is show your gratitude. So, one way to help children grow spirituality is to open their eyes to everything that God has provided for them. Next is serve together. So, allowing children to serve is one of the most effective and enjoyable approaches to teaching them about God. Even at an early age, children can offer thoughtful acts of love and care by giving gifts, visiting people, and creating messages. Next is learn together. So, as you try to answer your child thought questions, you may find that your faith is shattered. But perhaps, by the end, you will have a greater understanding about what you believe and why. So, next is be an example. So, the most important thing you can do for your child is to provide them an example of who you want them to become. Show them kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. And also let them see your difficulties by apologizing what you're wrong. Next is importance of prayer in the family. So, prayer as family will bring you closer to God and each other. God and His inspired leaders have encouraged families to pray together frequently. So, prayer brings blessings and peace to your home. So, di ba tayo, pag nagdadasal, so, nanghingi tayo ng blessings and guidance. Next is, prayer strengthen your family. So, hinghi tayo ng lakas upang gabayan tayo at ang ating buong pamilya. And also, prayer blesses others. So, hindi lang dapat sa pamilya natin. Dapat pati ibang tao kasama sa dasal natin. Lalo na yung mga mahal natin sa buhay. As families, develop the challenges of life today, including prayers in their daily routine, creates a sacred space for connection, mindfulness, and spiritual growth. Embracing the power of prayer may significantly enhance the family's overall well-being and peace, creating the foundation for a purposeful and meaningful life together. Next is Labarum exercise. Labarum exercise describes the human person as a worker. Humans differ from animals in that they must create the conditions for their existence and well-being through work. The encyclical significantly expanded the concept of work. It is a timeless and relevant guide to understanding the deep relationship between work, personal dignity, and societal well-being. It calls on individuals, organizations, and society to prioritize human dignity in work environments, pushing for fair and humane working conditions that respect workers' rights. So, as we go through the complexity of today's work in the world, Labarum exercise teaching serves as a moral compass and encouraging us to establish workplaces that respect each individual's inherent dignity. Ang Labarum exercise ay isang encyclical o apostolic letter na isinulat ni Pope John Paul II noong September 14, 1981. Ang pangalan na encyclical ay nagmula sa wikang Latin na nangangahulugang sa pagtatrabaho o sa gawaing panggawa. Ito ay isang mahalagang dokumento ng Simbahang Katolika na naglalaman ng mga katuruan hinggil sa dignidad ng tao o sa larangan ng pagtatrabaho. So, yung first research article na sa local is Values, Spirituality, and Religion, Family, Business, and Roots of Sustainable Ethical Behavior. So, connected siya sa business pero andun pa rin yung spirituality. So, yung findings niya is family firms being a particularly value-driven type of organization provide ample room for religious beliefs to affect family, business, and individual decisions. So, the recommendation naman is it can gain a more nuanced understanding of the relationship between religious and spiritual beliefs and sustainable ethical behavior in family firms. So, second is the family that prays together stays together toward the process model of religious value transmission in family firms. So, the finding is the process that underline the relationship between religious values and organizational outcomes in family firms and offer insight into the role of solidarity in values-based leadership. So, yung recommendation naman niya is we find that the family's religious values enhance their leadership, enhance their cohesion, and were manifested in their leadership style, which in turn led to outcomes for the business. Third is the effect of spiritual leadership in family firms, a conservation of resources perspective. So, Ito naman, more on leadership sa family member. Yung pagiging spiritual leadership ng isang family member. So, yung findings niya is, we theorize that spiritual leadership serves as both a resource to enhance employees' organizational commitment and a passageway to mitigate the negative effects of work-family conflict. Sa recommendation naman niya is, while spiritual leadership has positive effects for family employees, it has negative effects for non-family employees experiencing high work-family conflict. Next is research article naman sa International. So, first, the relationship between workplaces, spirituality, and work-to-family enrichment in selected public sector organizations in Malaysia. So, eto, more on work siya, pero related pa rin siya sa spirituality. So, yung findings niya is, workplace spirituality has been associated with various benefits, including its potential to reduce work-family conflict. So, sa recommendation naman niya is, the aspect of the community must be taken into consideration to increase work-family enrichment among employees, particularly in the context of religious and collectivist society. Next is spirituality and corporate philanthropy in Indian family firms, an exploratory study. So, the findings is, two fundamental spiritual beliefs of Dharma, duty towards society, and Karma, right action without expectation of rewards, instill a duty-bound giving culture in Hindus. Sa recommendation naman niya, committed philanthropies are motivated by societal development rather than spirituality, and also focus on business growth, lack family champions, or supporting professional structures, and face turbulent family or business domains. The third is cultural context of family religiosity and spirituality among Korean, American, or the elderly families. So, the findings suggest that the family religiosity, spirituality of the participant was influenced by the traditional family religious values, which were shaped by Korean culture. So, the recommendation is, the thematic and interpretative method was used to analyze transcribed interviews. So, that is all about my topic, and I hope you learn from me. Thank you.